Ahead of the premiere of Venom the Last Dance, the star Tom Hardy has been making the rounds hyping up the final film, or The Last Dance, and of course, every interview he's gonna do, he's gonna get asked about Spider-Man and if Spider-Man is showing up. In two separate interviews, he gives us a interesting answer that has many people believing the answer is yes. So once again, I don't want to say yes definitively because we've seen Marvel or Sony Marvel do this every single other film, you know? Hey, is Spider-Man going to show up in Morbius? Well, why don't you wait and see? We can't tell you. Is he going to show up in Madam Web? I don't know. Why don't you go see the film and find out? Venom 1 and 2. Well, I could tell you there's Tom in there. Maybe there's Toms. Why don't you go watch the film and see? You know, they've pulled the same trick over and over. Naturally, this is the third film. So, if there's anything, maybe there's a tease. But some people believe, yeah, we're going to see Spider-Man in the flesh and that it's kind of going to end on a cliffhanger. Naturally, if they're making more content with KNULL, it would imply that Spider-Man is in it, right? Well, when Tom Hardy was asked about this, he said he's not allowed to say anything just yet. But he would love that, so watch the third film and find out. And in another interview, he said, this is the last film, but there could always be something else. So, is he implying, well, you're not going to see Venom 4, Venom vs. Spider-Man, but you might see Spider-Man vs. Venom on film, or what if it's The Amazing Spider-Man vs. Venom, or whatever else they do, you know? There's always that possibility, and I think that's sort of what he's leaning into. At least that's how I'm reading it. And truth be told, you know, they're able to do things now with Marvel Studios that a decade ago were inconceivable at this point, right? Like, no, it just wasn't going to happen. People didn't believe it, but the studios are working together for profits, and that's what it's all about. So it's hard for anybody to say it's never going to happen when Sony wants it to happen. We actively know they wanted it to happen. But Marvel stopped them. And then Sony took Spider-Man out of the MCU. They fought over it. They worked out a new contract. So something will probably happen. My guess is some of the holdup on Tom Holland's new contract is probably related to whatever Sony wants. And they're trying to balance multiple franchises and how we carry forward. So I don't think Tom Hardy's fully lying, but I don't think he's telling the truth in its entirety, and he's choosing pieces of the truth to talk about. Well, everybody, thank you for watching that video, and as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen. And also, if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.